Hi YouTube and welcome back to my Dragon Age Inquisition Let's Play. Today we're going to go ahead and explore the war table a little bit more, and we're also going to head off to Val Royeaux in Orlais to figure out what's going on with the Chantry over there. Mother Giselle asked us to go and talk to them, so that's kind of on the table for us to do.
We'll post soldiers a safe distance from the temple.
Our best guess at safe, anyway.
And this is the war table. Sometimes you'll see some of the inner circle talking around it, but basically there's missions here that
Let us begin.
you basically assign either Josephine, Liliana, or Colin to complete for you. They usually send their forces out. They don't do it themselves, but I'm delegating projects to them. So that's what the war table does. And of course the war table also allows you to access various quests and things. Some of especially the larger kind of overall story arching kind of quests and things, not just the little ones that you do within certain areas, but the kind of the big ones, the ones that lead you towards the next stage in the game, that kind of thing. And one of those is going to be going to Val Royeaux. But first we've got a couple of things here. Here, Clan Llewellyn, that's the clan that my Inquisitor came from. That's one of the reasons why her family name is Llewellyn, because she's from the Clan Llewellyn, being a Dalish elf. And obviously they heard that the Inquisitor, or well, she's not the Inquisitor yet, I guess, but the Herald of Andraste is one of their own, and so they're like making sure that we're not doing anything bad to her, that kind of thing. Okay, so here you can see it's got the big green rift thing over the top of it, and that means it's one of the kind of larger.
Having the Herald address the clerics is not a terrible idea.
You can't be serious.
Mother Giselle isn't wrong. At the moment, the Chantry's only strength is that they are united in opinion.
And we should ignore the danger to the Herald.
Let's ask her.
I'm more concerned this won't actually solve any problems.
I agree. It just lends credence to the idea that we should care what the Chantry says.
I will go with her. Mother Giselle said she could provide us names. Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now, we can't approach anyone for help with the breach. Use what influence we have to call the clerics together. Once they are ready, we will see this through.
Alright, so that's what we do. This is the larger operation where we actually get to physically go and do this, and so we need to go talk to the people in Val Royeaux and talk to the Chantry, whether we like it or not. I'm no fan of the Chantry, as it may not be a surprise to anyone, but I'm always pro-mage, don't like the Templars, with some exceptions. Obviously, Cullen is a former Templar, and he's a good guy. There's some good guys, even though Cullen was, I did not like his reaction at the end of Origins when we rescued him from the tower, and the fact that he wanted to call for the right of annulment and everything, and tranquilize all the not tranquilize, but make the mages tranquil. Like, dude, chill out already.
The city still mourns.
So welcome to Val Royeaux.
Just a guest seeker, but I think they all know who we are.
Your skills of observation never fail to impress me, Varric.
My Lady Herald!
You're one of Leliana's people. What have you found?
The Chantry mothers await you, but so do a great many Templars.
There are Templars here?
People seem to think the Templars will protect them from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
Only one thing to do, then.
I do wish you could
They wish to protect the people from return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
As you say, my lady.
Oh yeah, you can read these plaques and that kind of thing, which I'll just do one, but I'm not going to read all of them. I do wish there was more of Val Royeaux that you could explore, but basically when you come here all the time, it's generally just the marketplace. There's 2 levels and things, but that's about as much as you could get to see. There's more of the city than that, obviously, but this is pretty much the only part of Val Royeaux that we actually get access to. I kind of wish that they'd open it up to a little bit more than that.
The Inquisition. We don't require that sort of thing in Val Royeaux.
Yes, Mr. Arrogant so-and-so.
Templars will help us.
Good people of Val Royeaux, hear me. Together, we mourn our divine. A naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery. You wonder what will become of a murderer. Well, wonder no more. Behold, the so-called Herald of Andraste, claiming to rise where our beloved fell. We say this is a false prophet. The Maker would send no elf in our hour of need.
I make no such claim. I wasn't sent here by Andraste or the Maker. I am simply trying to close the breach. It threatens us all.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
It is already too late. The Templars have returned to the Chantry. They will face this Inquisition, and the people will be safe once more.
Really? You don't say.
Still yourself. She is beneath us.
What's the meaning of this?
Her claim to authority is an insult, much like your own.
Lord Seeker Lucius, it's imperative that we speak with...
You will not address me.
Lord Seeker?
Creating a heretical movement. Raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet. You should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. The Templars failed no one when they left the Chantry to purge the mages. You are the ones who have failed. You who'd leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If you came to appeal to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is mine.
If you're not here to help the Chantry, then you just came to make speeches.
I came to see what frightens old women so, and to laugh.
But Lord Seeker, what if she really was sent by the Maker? What if...
You are called to a higher purpose. Do not question.
I will make the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the Void. We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing, and the Inquisition, less than nothing. Templars, Val Royeaux is unworthy of our protection. We march.
And people wonder why I hate the Templars. Yeah, right.
Charming fellow, isn't he?
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
Do you know him very well?
He took over the Seekers of Truth 2 years ago, after Lord Seeker Lambert's death. He was always a decent man, never given to ambition and grandstanding. This is very bizarre.
Do you think he can be reasoned with?
I hope so. If not him, there are surely others in the Order who don't feel as he does. Either way, We should first return to Haven and inform the others.
Yep, so this is one of the many reasons why I ultimately always side with the mages, because in general the Templars always seem to piss me off.
This victory must please you greatly, Seeker Cassandra.
We came here seeking only to speak with the mothers. This is not our doing, but yours.
And you had no part in forcing our hand? Do not delude yourself. Now we have been shown up by our own Templars, in front of everyone. And my fellow clerics have scattered to the wind along with their convictions. Just tell me one thing. If you do not believe you are the Maker's chosen, then what are you?
I'm an elf of the Dalish clans. Nothing more.
That is more comforting than you might imagine. I suppose it is out of our hands now. We shall all see what the Maker plans in the days to come.
You're obviously skeptical. What do you believe I am?
Our divine. Her holiness is dead. I have seen evidence for everything, except what would comfort me.
That doesn't answer my question.
For you to be true, a great many things must be false. And if you are false, a great many things must have failed. There is chaos ahead, whatever your intentions.
So what happens now? Will the Chantry continue to denounce me?
We have already done so. And what good has it done us? Now it falls on us to select a new divine, if we can, and leave the next step to her.
Provided such a selection is even possible.
I truly don't know. Any revered mother who could have followed Justinia died at the Conclave. What becomes of us, and your Inquisition, is in the Maker's hands now.
Where is the Lord Seeker taking the Templars?
I can't begin to guess the Lord Seeker's mind. He could not have abandoned his intended role more completely.
There must be sense to what we can't see.
Must there? Rebellion seems popular in certain quarters, doesn't it, Seeker? Is crafting the Templars into a new power really any worse than declaring a rival to the Chantry itself?
What were you hoping the Lord Seeker would do exactly?
Put aside his war against the mages and find common purpose against something much more dire. Obviously, he has other plans. With the knights vigilant slain at the Conclave, there is nothing more we can do.
Perhaps there is something we can do.
I'd like to believe that, Seeker. I truly would. I suppose we can expect renewed effort against the mages from him, and yet more chaos.
How many Templars turned on the Chantry exactly?
They rebelled across Thedas. Some remained loyal, but not enough to call them the Order. The White Spire here in the capital was the largest garrison, but now it stands empty. Perhaps more shall flock to the Lord Seeker's banner now. How far has faith waned, I wonder?
How are people responding to all of this?
Despair. Fear. We mourn her holiness. The people look to the sky and wonder how long before terror comes for us all. There must be a way through this. Is it you? The Templars? The Maker's will? We abandoned our duties. We servants of the faith. Now we can only pray.
There's got to be a way to calm everything down and clean up this mess.
I hope against hope that may be the case.
Yep, the the whole thing with the Templars is interesting, and
They left us.
the fact that they
What's that?
oh whoops
An arrow with a message?
Liars.
Oh yes, Sarah, friends of Red Jenny. So we're gonna go ahead and pick up the 3 things that that we need to do for this quest. And we won't meet Sarah in this episode, but we'll
You are the Herald of
meet
Andraste,
her in the
are
next
you
one.
not? I have an invitation for you.
Ah yes, and the invitation to meet Vivienne de Fer. I do not like her. And I will include the video of my interaction with her, but I'm actually not recruiting her for this series. She's not going to be part of the Inner Circle. She's not going to be. I mean, at least I don't think so. I don't think she's going to. I don't know. I don't invite her to join me though. I don't know if she'll show up anyway, but do not like her because she's so pro Templar and so pro Chantry and.
Then the Golden City is thine.
Yeah. Little side quests here. There we go. There's the first red handkerchief. So there's 2 more to get, and then the idea was to go meet Sarah, but then there's another cutscene where we meet someone else instead that we have to go through, and then that basically takes us to the end of the video. One thing I don't understand. Oh yeah, she just upgraded too, so we might as well give her some new abilities while we can. One thing I don't understand with the Chantry mother that we were just talking to is she was punched in the face, but she's laying there holding her side like she was punched in the kidney or something, and I'm like, didn't understand the animation choice with that interaction. So just making sure I get some more. Yep, so we now have a new lightning ability that I can, a new lightning spell I can use. So now we go to the cafe and get the next red handkerchief.
Left us to the mages. Well met.
I think the first time I ever did this, I wasn't aware of the whole mechanism behind seeking things in the game. And so I was running around and running around and
We
running around.
maintain an Inquisition presence on Commander Cullen's orders. This has been received as you might expect.
Looking for. And finally I found them, but then I still couldn't interact with them, which really drove me to distraction until I figured out that you have to do this seeking thing in order to activate them as well. Yes, and you can pause and read this if you're interested. I scrolled through it quickly, but if you wanted to pause and read it, you know, feel free. So there's the next one. And now we have to go upstairs for the last one. And the only reason I know any of this is because I have done a playthrough before, obviously. Yes, Mr. Arrogant Citizen there. Yeah, the Orlesian nobles like to wear masks on their faces all day, which is kind of silly, but you know, whatever. Yep, there's the last one. Alright, so the next step is to go meet Red Jenny, slash Sarah. However, we get intercepted along the way. Yep, another codex unlocked. So sometimes you examine things and you unlock codexes, sometimes you examine things and you end up with a little mini side quest or something, so. But, yep, here we go. So, secluded courtyard, this is where we're supposed to meet Red Jenny slash Sarah, but like I said, we're gonna get intercepted here.
If I might have a moment of your time.
Yep. Grand Enchanter Fiona. And for those of you who
Grand
don't know...
Enchanter Fiona?
Leader of the Mage Rebellion. Is it not dangerous for you to be here?
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps you should look among your fellow mages.
I'm surprised the leader of the mages wasn't at the conclave.
Yes. You were supposed to be, and yet somehow you avoided death.
As did the Lord Seeker, you'll note. Both of us sent negotiators in our stead in case it was a trap. I won't pretend I'm not glad to live.
I lost many dear friends that day. It disgusts me to think the Templars will get away with it. I'm hoping you won't let them.
So you think the Templars are responsible?
Why wouldn't she?
Lucius hardly seems broken up over his losses, if he's concerned about them at all. You heard him. You think he wouldn't happily kill the Divine to turn people against us? So yes, I think he did it. More than I think you did it, at any rate.
Does that mean the mages will help us?
We are willing to discuss it with the Inquisition at least. Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe. Come, meet with the mages. An alliance could help us both, after all. I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my Lady Herald.
I like the fact that they're going to Redcliffe because that's where
Let us return to Haven.
her son, Alistair, was raised. For those of you who don't know, that Fiona is Alistair's mom. Anyway, take care. Thanks for joining me. Until next time, bye.